to today's edition of TVC Breakfast. My name is Etoma Edu.
A very good morning, Nigeria. Thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you join us every morning. Well, there is a whole lot to talk about on the show this morning. I am Ria Abdul. Welcome to our show.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. This is TVC Breakfast. Exciting day to bring you the latest development, especially in our security architecture in the country. My name is Nelson Etta. Thank you for joining us today.
It's the Thursday edition of TVC Breakfast. We're here to give you all the information you deserve to know. Good morning. I'm Ibrahim Shita, and thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, guys.
All right.
Good morning, Etoma. It's good to see you.
I know.
It's really nice to see you on set too. It's been a while.
It feels like eons since we last saw you.
Do you know, I tell you what, Ibrahim is moving faster than the days.
Oh yeah. Ibrahim,
you heard that?
Ibrahim is waiting for Thursday.
Oh, we are not on. This is not Thursday.
This is Wednesday.
You know, when he said it, I had to be sure to look again.
The year itself is moving quite fast.
Something else in my head that I only get to see Etoma on Thursday.
Yeah.
So, but actually not Thursday. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
No, it's the midweek edition.
Yeah, it is.
So we should do it again.
No. A very good morning, gentlemen. Like today, our topics are very, very heated. I'm sure we're all ready.
Ria, before you skip that, you almost all look the same. I'm the only,
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
the
true.
colors.
We're all blended.
Did you guys plan this?
You know I won't plan and forget about you.
Right.
But anyway,
the rebel among us.
let's get straight into what we're talking about today. Once again, a very good morning, Nigeria, and thanks for joining us. You know how we do it. At some point, Ibrahim will bring us all the headlines that have made it to the newspaper. We get to talk about it and dissect it right here on the show. Just after that, we're going to have a very important conversation about the executive order 9 with the NNPC. We're going to talk about it. A very, very beautiful conversation. A guest will join us and we'll have that topic. And then when we take you all the way to Abuja, we'll be talking about the president's development in the Northeast. A very vital conversation. So yes, do make sure you grab that cup of coffee and let's have a very fantastic show. Now we'll start with the story where President Bola Tinubu has accepted the resignation of Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun following the submission of his letter citing pressing family considerations. Now President Tinubu received Mr. Egbetokun's resignation on Tuesday and expressed his profound appreciation for his decades of distinguished service to the Nigerian police force and the nation. The president acknowledged his dedication, professionalism, and commitment to strengthen international security framework during his tenure. Acting in accordance with the extant laws and legal guidance, President Tinubu approved the appointment of Assistant Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu to serve as Acting Inspector General of Police with immediate effect. The president is confident that AIG Disu's experience, operational depth, and demonstrated leadership capacity will provide steady and focused direction for the Nigerian police force during this critical period. In compliance with the provision of the Police Act 2020, President Tinubu will convene a meeting of the Nigerian Police Council to formally consider the appointment of AIG Disu as substantive Inspector General of Police, after which his name will be transmitted to the Senate for confirmation. So this is the conversation that we'll be having this morning. We all saw the news yesterday and everybody was wow, because most people will say it didn't look like Kayode Egbetokun was ready to resign. And then we saw the reason that he cited. He said family issues, and people are wondering, is it political? Is it based on performance? What really is the issue? Because normally he was supposed to do 4 years. We know he got in 2023, if I'm correct. He got in 2023 and he was supposed to resign in 2027. He was supposed to go off in 2027. That's next year. But people are now wondering, why so fast? What really happened? And then we see that Tunji Disu is now going to be Acting Inspector General of Police. Well, I spoke to a couple of people which they said he's a very upright man and they expect him, to do a very, very beautiful job. But let's just take it back to Egbetokun, his resignation. Etoma, what do you make of it?
When people in high office resign and they cite pressing family issues or health issues, it leaves a smile on my face because it's becoming, should I say, a cliche for things like that. It leaves this thinking that maybe he had some issues and so on. However, it's not good to speculate on national TV.
Yeah.
He did a very good job. He was focused on community policing mostly in his duties. He wanted a situation where policing can get to every nook and cranny of Nigeria. And he tried as much as he could to post officers, senior officers, to where he believes they understand the terrain, which will make policing a little bit more effective and easier for whoever he has posted to where. For example, he will want to post maybe a DIG Effiong to Akwa Ibom State or Cross River State. He did a lot of that, and his emphasis on community policing is something that everybody that was following his tenure will say, yes, okay, if not for anything, he tried in that direction. He was a gentleman. He did not muddy a lot of waters, at least not publicly, and when it was time for him to bow out, he did. Everything about him, like a gentleman, everything just happened, and when it was time to go, he left.
I like that you say he tried his best because, he tried his best, of course, because during his tenure, we still saw a lot of insecurity in Nigeria. We can go on and on. We will speak about, bandits have attacked one place, something has happened somewhere, something has happened in Abuja. Like, we can go on and on to different states, and in an era where we're also speaking about state policing, in an era where our insecurity is at a very crucial stage, what do you think this change will do? And also, let's talk about Tunji Disu. Now, the conversation is he now capable, to bring back that peace, tranquility into Nigeria, and most importantly, security?
I first had an encounter with the newly appointed acting AIG, or IG would be, in River State, in Emoha local government to be precise, when I went to do a documentary on, that local government. And I had an interaction with him about security within that corridor. He's a fine gentleman, a thoroughbred operations, personnel of the Nigeria Police. He's held quite a number of key positions in the Nigeria. For instance, the loudest one, is the RRS here in Lagos. You see the coordination, you see the ability and the capacity of the RRS. Kudos to the man for what he did when he was the commander. He's also served as the Force Criminal Investigation Department, FCID, and then SARS. The purported SARS that brought a lot of brouhaha in this country. He served there and he brought a lot of stability. And so Tunji Disu, he understands what it takes to fix the Nigeria Police. And quite frankly, the Nigeria Police, we don't give them enough, commendations when they deserve them. And I'm believing that the president now, having put a round peg in a round hole, would be able to bring a lot of capacity in terms of armament and hardware to the Nigerian police so that they can do what they can do, because they can do it. They just need to be armed enough to deliver.
Ibrahim, I'll ask you this very, I don't want to say difficult question. It's what's on social media. A lot of people are saying that he was forced to resign, because if he was supposed to go off in 2027, why not just wait till 2027? What made the president make this kind of bold move just in the middle of his work? And people will tell you that he wasn't ready to resign. He was an upright man. He was ready to do the job. All of a sudden, he's citing family issues as the reason why he doesn't, he has to go off. And people are asking a lot of questions.
Well, the thing is, sometimes when you're appointed to serve 4 years, something can come up and then, just feel like I need to focus on my family. No matter how difficult something is, the situation is your family is first, then followed by the nation. Because if you have a good family, if everyone takes care of their family, we have a better nation. That's right. So regardless of what anyone says on social media, the one who is in the center of the news has said that he cited family reasons. So I think we should just leave it at that and talk about the Tunji Disu. I saw a post on social media when someone said he was hearing rumors that Tunji Disu might be appointed IGP, and he said if that rumor was anything to go by, then that would have been the best choice of this administration in terms of fighting insecurity. Because what he has done, he also cited some of the things that he had done, RT team lead at the time, one of the longest serving DPOs. But the challenge there is that, not challenge, but I'm optimistic that now that we're having, at the era we're having internal security challenges, Boko Haram, Lakurawa, all of those insecurity, that this man really understands it, because he has gone out to different countries. For instance, in Darfur in Sudan, where he went for peacekeeping mission. He has been awarded.
It's a thoroughbred.
So I strongly believe that this is a time when we need the conversation of the state policing to come to realization. So I believe that is really, really going to...
and we must commend President Bola Tinubu for this kind of sharp-eye appointment. Remember,
it was so
the Minister of Defense as well. This, I mean, it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
And it was so fast. We can only wish him the very best, and we hope that we finally get that peace and tranquility in Nigeria under his tenure. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, there are lots of stories that have made it to the newspaper. We get to dissect it right here on the show. Don't go anywhere. This is TVC Breakfast.